It says up there, all attack is a cry for help. Can you believe that? I mean, can you really believe it? Or should I say, all attack is a cry for love? I mean, if you could really, really, really believe that, your world would change completely. I'm telling you, it would absolutely change completely. Because rather than being defensive and attacking back, that you could actually learn to just stand there and be open and go, this is nothing to do with me. This is everything to do with you and where you are. And to give that person love. Now, at first, if you're not used to doing that, it can feel really weird, really silly, etc., etc. But when you learn the art of this, because actually it is a bit of an art, because we've been taught that when somebody attacks you, attack them back. Now, I'm not talking about if you're in the middle of the street, somebody attacks you. You know, there's an acute situation and there's chronic situations. Okay, I'm talking about the chronic situations. If somebody's attacking you, just run, for God's sake. Don't be standing there. Although in saying that, I actually practiced that one time where I was on I was literally standing at a metro station on my own, and it was in the dark and everybody had left. And I was standing there with an open bag on the floor, and I saw a homeless guy walk towards me. And how did I know he was homeless? I don't know. I just made that judgment, I guess, an assumption. And so I picked up my bag and I put it on my shoulder, but I chose to saw him as the love and lightness and brightness of the beautiful soul that was walking towards me. And, you know, my heart was racing because there was nobody else on that platform. It was dark. And I just was like, God, this man is just love itself. And I'm going to give this man love as he's going past. And, you know, he came past and he came straight up to my face. And I was still thinking this, going, this is, you know, this person is just pure love. Now, for the life of me, I cannot remember what he said, but he said something that was a paradigm shifter for me. It brought something into recognition that I needed to deal with. Now, for the life of me, I cannot remember what it was, but he said one sentence in my face and he walked away. And I remember standing there at that time going, what just happened there? What just happened? So when, you know, just even understanding that is that, you know, you can help situations by being calm and by being from a place of love rather than getting involved. You see, what you complain about, you bring about. What you keep attacking just gets bigger and bigger. You know, when they said, you know, a problem shared is a problem halved, is it bloody hell? A problem shared is a problem flipping multiplied. I mean, you're creating a mastermind. You know, the more you talk about something, the more you bring it into fruition, the more your attention goes, energy flows. So if you want to talk about the negative things that are happening in this world and you want them to go, well, stop talking about them, because the more you talk about them, the more you bring them back. This really is all about your consciousness. And whether you believe this or not is of no matter to me, because when you really truly understand who you are, that everything is consciousness. And everything is brought about by your consciousness. And you can only see what is in your consciousness, what you're consciously aware of. You will bring more and more and more of that back. And so just think about how you treat yourself. Let's forget about everybody else for a start and the rest of the world. How do you treat yourself? You know, when you're complaining about something, what does it feel like? It doesn't feel good. And you go, no shit, Sherlock, Sheena, I wouldn't be complaining if it was good. I know. But why are you complaining? What's it doing to you? What's it doing to your body? It's first of all, it's bringing more of it about. But the reason we complain and the reason we attack is because we think we're going to get something out of it. So we complain more. We attack more. So we say we have a partner that we love, but he's not loving us back. So you attack them verbally. Why haven't you done this? Why don't you do this for me? Why don't you take me anywhere? What you're really saying is, I'd love us to be loved more. I would love us to be together and have more time and spend more time. I would love to have more attention from you. But you don't say that because that sounds a bit pathetic, doesn't it? But that's what you mean. But here's the thing, is that you give it to yourself first. Don't ask somebody else to give you something that you haven't given to yourself. You see, the thing is, you have it all yourself. It's just that you're looking outside for it. When really, in reality, it's not about getting anything. So you complain so you can get things to be better. And they don't, do they? They don't get better. I mean, sometimes they get better for a short time. You've probably got examples. Yeah, they get better for a short time. But then they just go back to where they were, don't they? So you see, if you could just stop complaining and realize that what you're looking for yourself is your own love, because you're hurting your body. You're hurting yourself by complaining. Never mind anybody else. You're hurting yourself. You feel crap by complaining. And nothing changed, did it? In fact, it just carried on. You're looking for love yourself. So be the love. Be that recognition that you have the love you're already seeking. You don't believe me, do you? Listen, today we've got a Zoom going on at 11 o'clock. Jump on board. I'm going to be talking to you about this. Talking to, if you've got a relationship that you want to get better. Now, here's the thing. If you don't want it to get better, don't bother coming on, because there's no point. Just, make a decision. You want to be with somebody or you don't. Just to make the decision. But do not let your perception of who you are affect the perception of who they are. Let me say that again. Do not let the perception of who you are affect who you perceive them to be. It is your perception, not them. It is your perception. So if you can change your perception, then the relationship will change and the person changes, because you're now going to see different aspects of themselves. The Zoom link is up there. Click on it now. I'll see you at 11 o'clock. So let me say it again, because it is so key. Your perception is how you will perceive somebody else to be. They are not that person. They are in their world and you are in yours, and you're the center of your world and they're the center of theirs. They will never be the center of your world. Never. They are the center of their own world. Now, we could go on a 6-month program, of course, and we could find all this out. Or we could change the state of your perception in 1 hour by working with me. And I'm going to show you exactly that process today. So you're going to get loads out of it. You are. But I'm going to tell you how to do it. And I'm going to talk about myself and Wolfgang. And I'm going to show you our journey. Our journey to realizing and really truly understanding the beauty and the love in both of us, that recognition of it. But you know what? It first of all has to start with you. So when we do this work, we deal with you first. We deal with you both separately as individuals, so you understand your own value. Then we look to see, how do you work together? What qualities are you both bringing to a relationship that makes it magical? And if that's all it is recognition of what's beautiful inside already. You don't have to work on anything. Woohoo, woohoo. Isn't that brilliant? Like music to your ears. You don't have to work on your relationship. Boom. You just have to recognize how awesome you are and how awesome you are together. But it depends whether you want to do that or not. That's not something I can handle. That's not something I'm in charge of. I can give you the tools, and in 1 hour, you'll be able to see your relationship for exactly what it is. And you'll see why you came together in the first place. But you let life and outside circumstances get in the way, didn't you? This could be a relationship with anybody. It could be with your partner. It could be with your boyfriend, girlfriend, your parents. It could be with your children. It could be with your boss. It could be with you're an entrepreneur and you have a business partner. It could be with anybody. It is of no matter. In 1 hour, you will see exactly what you bring to the table. But do you want it to work? And if your answer is yes, then be on the Zoom there at 11 o'clock. And I'm going to show you. Simple. Do you really believe life could be that simple? That there's nothing to work on? I was with a friend the other day, and she was wondering whether she should be with this person or not. And key things come out of your language whenever I'm with you. And she said, "I'm wondering, should I make the effort?" And I said, "Well, stop right there. Good morning, Adelera. Stop right there. I'm wondering if I should make the effort." Wow. Can you hear that? When I fed that back to her, she says, "I don't know what you mean." Well, I'm going to explain exactly what I meant in the Zoom. So pop in at 11 o'clock, click on the link now, and I'll see you there if you want it to work. Now, for those of you who hesitated and went, do I? You know the decision you want to make, but you're too scared to make it. Making a decision will change your life. You decide it works, or you decide it doesn't. Stop living like that. That is destruction itself. And it is killing you both. Make a decision. Could even be to do with a company. Could be to do with your job. Make a decision. Stay and be happy, or leave and be happy. The decision is just to be happy, regardless. Have the best morning ever, and I'll see you at 11 o'clock. Bye.